What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review. Today we are talking about 2001's Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. What a mouthful of a title. And a lot of like ring, you know, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, right? Like they could have called it The Fellowship of the Ring or just called it Lord of the Rings. It's the first one. They didn't necessarily need to throw in A New Hope. But, you know, I guess they were trying to be Star Wars. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, these are from the books, and Peter Jackson did a great job with these movies way back in 2001. And for a movie in 2001, it holds up pretty damn well. And this is a great poster, right? Like, people remember it, the Knight Riders, or whatever, the Demon Riders are on the back of the horses, chasing after the Hobbit, trying to get to the ring. Ian McKellen's Gandalf. Like, this cast is deep it is. I love this poster of the two hands. They're like flowing into, I don't remember where they're going, but it's such an iconic shot of those two giant statues with the hands out. Oh, visually this movie holds up very, very well. I don't know if this one's my favorite one, but I do love how it starts off where he's like, Gandalf, you're late. The wizard's never late. He shows up precisely when he means to, you know, and then he's like blowing smoke out of his pipe, and he's got fireworks for the kids and shit. He's a good time, but then, you know, he starts worrying about the ring with Bilbo, and Bilbo leaves the ring to Frodo, and Frodo needs to go on this journey, and the ring's starting to fucking mess with Gandalf. Gandalf gets scary for a second, and the forced perspective on making Gandalf look huge and making Frodo look really small with the hobbits and everything. It's crazy how they did this movie and how well it holds up, really. But I do love the cast, you know, like it's well before its time to do, what is this, 10 people cast, you know, like this was 20 with Eternals, and people were saying the 10-person cast can't be done, it's crazy, that's too much to introduce all at once. Think about what this movie introduced all at once. You got Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn, you got Orlando Bloom as Legolas, Sean Bean as Boromir, Ian McKellen Gandalf, Sean Astin Samwise Gamgee, Elijah Wood Frodo Baggins, Billy Boyd's Pippin, Dominic Monaghan's Merry. You know, like, I love the Hobbits so much. They're so funny. I really like them. John RHYS-DAVIES as Gimli. Like, I was absolutely in love with the Fellowship of the Ring. But then you also have people like Christopher Lee Sauron, Liv Tyler as Arwen. You still got Hugo Weaving in there, Cate Blanchett. Like, this cast was deep. Just deep. It just kept going. Like, you looked into a barrel and you were like, wow, how deep's this barrel? It just kept going. Like, just going. Like, it is a deep cast. And I do like this movie. I think I like the second one a little bit more. But, you know, just seeing the Fellowship of the Ring together and walking on this ridge with the shadows of the characters, and Gandalf's leading the way, and then you got your hobbits, and you got your elf with the bow and archer, you got your dwarves with the axe, you got your normal men fighting with Aragorn and Boromir. I love me some Sean Bean, I really do. But then this movie closes out with them not completing their journey, which I do like, because this whole 3-movie arc is about Frodo getting the ring to this place. You'd think that wouldn't take more than a couple minutes, you know, like just to, okay, Frodo, here you go, and then go on your thing, get the ring there. Done. You know, instead they stretch it out over 3 movies, and I watched the extended edition. So far I've watched the 2 movies, and I've watched damn near 8 hours of movie. I'm like, holy Christ. Back in early 2000s, Peter Jackson just went, you know what, I think I'm going to film all 3 of these, and I'm going to get way more footage than I need to, and we're going to do extended cuts that are fucking going to take you the whole entire day to watch. Like, and that's the reason why I haven't done the final movie, the 3rd movie, The Lord of the Rings, yet, is because I want to watch the extended cut, and that one's 4.5 hours, right? The other ones were like 3 hours and 45 to almost 4 hours long. This one's over 4 hours, so I'm like trying to get a weekend where I'm free. I haven't been free the last 2 weekends, so I've been putting these off a little bit, but I do want to get these out. So the ending of this one's pretty badass. Spoilers for a movie that's over 20 years old. The Balrog is coming after fucking Gandalf, and Gandalf's not letting him get to the Fellowship, and he's defending him, and he gives us an iconic line that will live on well past Lord of the Rings and well past Ian McKellen, but him with the staff going, "You shall not pass," and, you know, beating the Balrog. But we don't know what happens till the second movie, but spoiler alert, you know, little spoilers to ruin the second movie for you, Gandalf lives. Gandalf the Grey doesn't live, but Gandalf does live. And that's all I'll say. But for this first movie, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, I do enjoy it quite a bit, but after watching the second one directly after this one, I like the first one more just in the character moments, but I like the second one more because of that epic ending Battle of Helm's Deep, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, overall, I gave Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring from 2001 3.5 stars, about a 7 out of 10. I will say I like Star Wars more, but I do just like how much lore and backstory and character details and just these group of people and just how much you get to know of them and about them over these two movies. I love Aragorn, Viggo Mortensen. I fell in love with him, ironically, through a movie later in his career where most people were exposed to Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn. I was exposed to him as the driver in the Green Book from Mahershala Ali's character that was a pianist, and he was hilarious in that. He was just a big Italian fat guy driving. He was constantly eating. He's like, "Doc, you want a piece of chicken?" He goes, "Oh, we're in Kentucky. I got the best KFC chicken." He goes, "I would never eat that filthy meal." And he's like, "Oh, shut the fuck up, Doc. Take the chicken." He's like spilling on him. He's like a fancy guy. He's like, "No, I can't possibly do that." And he's like, "Eat the fucking chicken." He goes, "Look at the road. You're gonna crash." He's like, "Eat the chicken." Maybe I remember that movie differently than you guys do, but comment below, what do you think of Viggo Mortensen? What did you think of Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring? Stay tuned for the next video. We'll be talking about Lord of the Rings and the Two Towers. Ooh, I like that one, the second one. And then we'll talk about the third one once I watch it. But comment below, what are your thoughts on Lord of the Rings, people? Also, people that have watched Rings of Power, the Amazon Prime show, should I watch that before or after I do the Hobbit movies as well? Comment below. I would love to hear those things. Message me on my other social medias, link down in the description below. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button so you help the channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss future videos. My name is Big Cam. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys.